Ladies and gentlemen, the intel that we are receiving right now is in regards to what unfolded yesterday in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. That is after Raila Odinga lost the AUC election. Now, according to the intel that we are receiving, Raila Amolo Odinga's family, the Odinga family, remember, he was there together with his son Raila Jr. and his daughter, the Ayala Member of Parliament, Winnie Odinga. Apart from that, he had some of the most trusted members of his team who were members of the National Assembly, and also some governors and ODM leaders. After the AUC election, it was discovered that now these members of parliament, mostly from the Kenya Kwanza government, and the team that Ruto had gone with, remember, we were told that about 100 members of parliament were in Ethiopia to witness Raila Odinga's election in the AU. Even an auditorium had been rented, a place had been rented where the celebration was to take place. You heard the president today say that they had prepared a venue for celebration after Raila Odinga won. But now, the question that was brought by Raila Amolo Odinga's family and the ODM members of parliament is, why did President William Ruto carry together with him over 40 members of parliament from Kenya Kwanza and also carry with him one of most trusted, the biggest security principle that we have in the country, the leader or the Director General of the National Intelligence Service. What was the purpose of William Ruto bringing with him NIS Director Newton Aji at the AUC election? And that was not a matter of national security. After digging up, the Odinga family, together with the members of parliament from ODM, discovered that Newton Aji was there to spy on Raila Amolo Odinga and what Raila Amolo Odinga would do if he loses the election. Now, after the family realized that, they abstained from getting involved with the Kenya Kwanza members of parliament and the Kenya Kwanza hooligans who had flew to Ethiopia with no impact at all on Raila Amolo Odinga's election. Are we together? So the family requested Raila Amolo Odinga to step away from William Ruto. Now, the National Intelligence Service Director Newton Haji realized that the family had realized the goal that had brought a lot of Kenya Kwanza government agents in Ethiopia. So what they did, they informed Ruto, and Ruto started a counter plan for Raila Amolo Odinga, because if there is one thing that William Ruto is counting on, is to have Raila Amolo Odinga support him for the next 3 years before the 2027 general election. And the counter plan was to modify and develop a new position in the government of the Republic of Kenya, which is a position that will be close to that of the president. Are we together? And that there came the rumor of the implementation of NADCO report, or the BBI, giving Raila Odinga a role as the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya. But the family and other ODM members don't want this plan that Ruto is planning for Raila Amolo Odinga, because they know this man seems to be so scared of Raila Amolo Odinga that he is sure he is not going to win the election in the year 2027 if Raila Amolo Odinga is involved actively in the election of the Republic of Kenya, or if Raila Amolo Odinga goes ahead to vie for the presidency. From the ODM members, Junet Mohammed gave out a statement, and the statement spoke in volume. Yes, they were not showing directly that they differ with William Ruto, but you all could tell that soon enough they will all defect and will leave William Ruto hanging. Now, after realizing that the NIS was spying on Raila Odinga after losing, these members of parliament said, there is no way we are going to leave Baba like that. Raila Odinga must be protected at all costs because we know William Ruto knows he is his greatest threat. And he wants to tame Raila Odinga's career politically within the next 2 years so that Raila Odinga cannot start active politics. So they told Raila Odinga, the meetings and the crisis meetings that were conducted by William Ruto yesterday night between him, Musalia Mudavadi, and NIS Director Nurdin Haji, and other cabinet secretaries and Kenya Kwanza close allies to the president, they told Raila Odinga that this man is planning on how to tame you and make you a non-factor in the Kenyan politics. So the best thing that you can do is not to accept invitations that he is giving you, because yesterday the intel that we have, William Ruto called Raila Odinga for a meeting after the election. But Raila Odinga said that he had been tired enough and wanted to rest. But that was not the case. According to the intel we have, it is Raila Odinga's family and over 20 members of parliament from the ODM that told Raila Odinga, no, this man will start playing the card of trying to bring him again, to bring you again into his inner circle so that you cannot go ahead to oppose him in the year 2027. When you look at what has been happening, even as of right now, Raila Odinga knows the reason why he lost the election of the AU, it's because William Ruto was campaigning for him. Why? Over 32 countries that voted for the Djibouti candidate, their list has been leaked. And among the countries that voted against Raila Odinga includes Rwanda. President Kagame, who is a friend to Raila Odinga, voted against him. And also, President Samia Suluhu Hassan for Tanzania voted for the Djibouti candidate. Now the question is why? These are neighbors of Kenya. Allow me to tell you the truth. Kenya, and more so, President William Ruto, has been involved so actively in the DRC Congo war matters that has seen a lot of people don't want to be involved with him. Because William Ruto, as the EAC chair, has been lobbying other countries from the East African Community bloc to deploy their troops into Congo to help the government of Felix Tshisekedi to tame the M23 rebels. But some of the countries like Rwanda, some of the countries like Tanzania have been holding back. They don't want to deploy their troops there. They don't want to be involved in the Congo war. Are we together? So most of the countries, because William Ruto has been speaking and inserting his mouth into other countries' matters, they said if Raila Odinga is made the AU chair and he is the chairperson or the chairman of African Union, with William Ruto being behind him, and they all saw what William Ruto brought to to Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, he came with the largest convoy. He came with the largest number of members of parliament and support system for Raila Odinga. They knew if Raila wins, then Raila will make sure that more African countries get involved into Congo war by sending their troops to help the Congo government in fighting the M23 rebels. And a lot of countries don't want that. So they knew that with the support that William Ruto has put into this man, he will pressure him to pressure other countries to get involved in the DRC Congo war. Are we together? So they voted against Raila Odinga because they wanted the Kenyan candidate out because of William Ruto. Are we together? And that tells you Raila Odinga knows exactly the reason why he lost the AU election is because of William Ruto. Now the family has put measures to make sure that Raila Odinga doesn't get exploited further by William Ruto. We all know that tomorrow the UDA, the Kenya Kwanza government, led by Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja, are planning an homecoming for Raila Odinga at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to receive Raila Odinga. They want to serenade Raila Odinga to thinking that I still need William Ruto. But in real sense, William Ruto needs Raila Odinga more than he has ever needed anybody to back him in an election. And that is why we are saying that the NIS and the members that went there to Ethiopia are the reason why Raila Odinga lost. For now, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Kenya Daily Report TV. My good name is Felix Manda. I am your #1 political analyst, and I always tell you, if politics is something that you want to get involved in the country, then you should stay tuned to our YouTube channel.